Get out my business. Nani? Okay.
All right, everybody. Hey, how you doing? My name's Heero. That's Eric. And once upon a time, me and Eric tried this thing. It was called Balls Out. It was our sports edition show. Obviously, it withered away when the Super Bowl ended, and that's okay. But every now and then, we do get a sports story, and we do want to talk about it, and we want to. And I have been privy to some new information that has been given to me from my insider, my plug.
Dun, dun, dun.
And while we out here on the identity booth, there's 3 general rules we don't follow. You never talk about what you're eating. You never talk about where you're at. And you never tell the name of the person you last spoke to. Those are the rules. It's a rule my mom made. Argue with her. But for this story.
I ain't arguing with mom.
For this story, we want to talk about Deshaun Watson. And we want to talk about a few things that kind of revolve around his situation and what's going on. And for context, what's going on with Deshaun is basically he's being accused by 14 different women that we know of. But my plug on the inside is giving me 24 women now have accused him. And only 14 have come to light. Now, before we go into this, Eric, how do you feel about Deshaun Watson before these allegations came up?
He was the epitome of what I expected a black quarterback to be. Like I've had the privilege of watching Russell Wilson carry on his career, and shout out to him. He winning. I mean, that's how you do it. That's the right way to do it. Stand up guy, straight shooter, direct communicator, hard worker, talented, athletic, compassionate. That's what I saw the first memory I had of Deshaun Watson after watching him win the national championship at Clemson. His first game check he gave to some lunch ladies at a school after the hurricane down in Houston, his first season. That was his very, very, very first game check. And I was like, yo, if this dude keeps moving like this, he's going to be the man. Like, we already knew he had the mind for the game, the physical ability, but just him having a heart like that, I was like, oh, he's going to be great for the state of Texas. But when I hear this, and, you know, I had an old OG tell me, Eric, 1 time mistake, 2 time a habit. So, I mean, my man, 24 allegations. First of all, that's a lot of bodies, B. This is just the ones that have come forward. That's a lot of bodies.
And that's
for 4 seasons in the NFL.
And that's why it's important, like, for us to always gauge things with nuance, right? You have to look at things with nuance, because I am sitting here as a person who suffered being accused of sexual harassment. So I have to look at the clear voice. But a lot of people, and what we're going to look at today, don't feel the same way about this, and sort of believe that there's a conspiracy being put up against him. Because if you really want to think about it, this is a dude that requested a trade from the Texans, who at this time, around this time last year, when there was a big storm about BLM and Black Lives Matter in the NFL, him being a black quarterback took the initiative on his team to basically say, hey, look, we're going to stand for a cause. And their owner came out with a horrendous statement that basically said, don't let the prisoners run the prison. And that is laughably bad. But also, something else has come out where we now find out that the lawyer who is representing these 24 women is affiliated with the owner. And the affiliation comes just from their circle of friends. And the fact that he is trying so hard to deny that he doesn't know the mayor, even though the owner, even though as a lawyer, he ran for the mayor of Houston and ended up putting a billboard downtown in front of the stadium, the most expensive billboard because it's on the way to the stadium, basically advocating to get Money Manziel to the Houston back when that was a big thing. So the fact that he says in public now he doesn't know the name of the owner is laughable, but also just doesn't take away the flame for it. And now I'm gonna sit here and say it like this. All right, I'm rooting for Deshaun. I'm rooting for him. Just like I was rooting for Cosby, and just like I was rooting for R. Kelly. But if the truth, let me finish. Let me finish, because I have no shame saying that I was rooting for them. But the moment the truth comes out and everything is brought to the light, and he is found guilty of any one of these accusations, I'm going to disown them, remove them, and continue living as if they don't exist, and will be comfortable 110% fine with whatever consequences they suffer.
All right, you have officially redeemed yourself, because we were going to have to pause and have a sidebar conversation. I was like, R. Kelly? Nah, he gets no passes, bro.
So for me, this is how it goes. But let's kind of talk a little bit about the story that is, this being a conspiracy. Let's hear the
situation has now mushroomed from, and when you think about it, Chris, a week ago right now, we didn't know about any of this. There was nothing. Zero cases filed against Desuan Watson alleging misconduct within the confines of massage therapy he was receiving separately and apart from the Texans organization. There are now 14 lawsuits that have been filed against Desuan Watson, 24 total individuals who have come forward to the Tony Buzbee law firm. That's what Buzbee told Fox 26 in Houston last night. And look, Watson has his rights in civil court.
Yeah.
The time hasn't even come yet for him to answer any of these charges in civil court. You have 30 days from when you first get service of process to respond in civil court. So there's no deadline that has come and gone. There's no reason for him to say anything prematurely in court. But as we've discussed multiple times in recent days, the court of public opinion, it has no delays. It passes judgment in a harsh and cold and quick at times manner. And despite all of my concerns about the way that Buzbee has handled this, he's winning in the court of public opinion.
Oh, definitely.
And that's the problem here. This Buzbee guy, which is the guy in the bottom right corner, he's using social media to his total advantage, and he's working this up and talking about it in such a way that in a minute or two, he's going to help free Desuan of any wrongdoing, even if he is guilty, because of just how much information he's putting out there, as far as Twitter, as far as ads, and as far as making this thing. So a lot of people are like baffled. Is this a play for money? Because this Buzbee guy is currently acting like a true scumbag and not holding the integrity of the office, which is the law firm, and the right to do due diligence. He's not holding it in high regards.
This kind of thing from a guy who puts a billboard up about the Houston Texans, runs in the same circles as a Cal McNair. Cal McNair has money. His money starts with a B, and this, whatever this attorney's name is, his money starts with an M. This is the real issue. Probably feel Cal McNair probably snubbed this dude, waved him off, brushed him off. This dude got in his feeling. He looks like a little twat. He's in his feelings, and now he is trying to he can't stick it to Cal McNair, because obviously he can't, but he can mess his money up by messing with Desuan Watson. So I've seen lawyers do way less, way more for way less. So this is advantageous for him. I mean, Desuan Watson, his contract's secure. He's solid. He's getting paid regardless. But it's very, very, very bad look for the Texans, who have already been taking a whole bunch of L's the last year and a half. So I'm just saying, they don't have a coach. Their quarterback is disgruntled. JJ Watt left. I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's a whole lot of problems. Yeah. But and shout out to what you just said, bro. The defamation will be very, very, very quick. And Cal McNair's got enough money, time, and resources to bury this dude if he wants him buried.
And there's a lot of things that just don't go wrong. So this is some more on the inside for me. One, normally before you serve something like this to a player, you take it to the team first, so the team can look at it and just at least equate their thing. And there's reason to believe if the team had got this sooner, they probably wouldn't have given him that $40 million. But now he has his $40 million extension. And mind you, this is a dude they put $150 million into for 4 years. So it's not like and that's what leads me to believe that this conspiracy that the team is working together with this Buzbee guy. They've spent too much money on this for it to be a 5D chess plan. I don't believe that that's the case anymore. Furthermore, when this lawsuit got pushed, when the lawsuit names keep piling up, they still refuse to involve the Texans. So it leads me to believe that Buzbee is trying to make Desuan crack under pressure and settle out of court, because that guarantees him money. If this does go to court and the truth comes out that these girls didn't experience what they called sexual harassment, or it's not found to be guilty, I should say, rather, the defamation lawsuits will be quick and fast. And that's why people like this on this story have to say allegedly and have to be tippy-toed around it. You know, here on the Identity Booth, we don't really care. Man. We don't care.
We don't know the truth. We're still waiting for it to come out.
We're still waiting for the truth, but we're not afraid to advocate, and we're not afraid to give the worst case scenario in this situation.
Or the benefit of doubt to the innocent until proven guilty. That's the way the law works. See, the thing is, these attorneys have the benefit of the vox populi. Let me put another SAT word out here for y'all. The vox populi is the voice of the people. It's the public opinion. He's in a court of public opinion. And when you're in a court of public opinion, it doesn't matter where the facts lie, so long as my feelings are the loudest voice. So people get a negative feeling about this guy every time they see them. When they will equate him with a sexual assault person, and this is the issue. We don't know what he has or hasn't done. There's 24 women who've come out, and we have no police reports. Well, Heero can talk to you about that. We have nothing. We have no evidence at all other than the word of a bunch of women. And notice when these stories come out, there's always multiple women, and I mean a group of women, because if you don't have a police report, the amount of women is going to sway the public in one way or the other. But ultimately, what we need is evidence, and we live in a text message world. We live in everything's transactional. If he went to go get something, a service from these people, he's in a locked room with them. First of all, as a football player, why you even put yourself in that position? I'm not even gonna go there. But you have a team massage therapist. Why didn't you avail yourself to that person? Or were those people some of the ones that you quote unquote were assaulting? It just seems out of pocket for the kind of reputation that he had built for himself. It seems very, very much out of left field. It wasn't until he came out talking about the wokey woke stuff and the McNair family and his being dissatisfied with being a Texan and potentially looking for a trade. It's really, I can understand why the conspiracy theory nuts will come out the woodwork.
But my whole thing, and I see your comment in there, Chuck. If I went and hired a plumber every single day for the month of May, and one of them showed up and one of them ended up dead, the fact that I hired him shouldn't equate that I'm guilty of killing him. Like he paid, like if the question is that he bought women to do services and he wanted to find a particular one he liked, that's what you get to do. That's a privilege he has. Like, and once again, a lot of people don't really understand what it's like to be famous and a celebrity. These aren't normal people. As a person who lived next to OCU Manure and JPP for a year, they're not normal people. You don't get to. They get. JPP had 7 chefs, one for each day of the week, and one of them was only responsible for making him midnight snacks. So, like, that's ridiculous to anybody else.
Yeah, because I'm not eating at midnight.
But when you're JPP and you want to eat something specifically at night, you can do that. So, like, I wouldn't use that to be something to, like, run him through the dirt. But, I mean, ultimately, this was our idea. This was our story. This was our feelings on it. But we're going to wait till the results come out and figure out the truth of this situation. Like I said, Desuan, I'm rooting for you. Wish you the best. Hope that these things aren't true. But if they are true, in the words of the great Thanos, it's inevitable. They will get you. It's over. Like, there ain't nothing else.
Straight up.
But Eric, where can they find us, bro?
Right here on YouTube. Make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button, set those post notices to all, hit that thumbs up, man. We got 6 thumbs up in here right now. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure go ahead and share, man. We got shout out to Chuck saying we should have the super chats on, man. If we had 1,000 subs, we could have super chats. So, man, if you'd like to see us get some super chats and read, because Chuck, if you were in here and you were on here and you sent us a super chat, we read all your messages. I promise you that. You got great responses. So shout out to Chuck for being in here with us. But after that, make sure you go down that description box. We are raising money. You know what we do with those super chats? We donated to the kids going to college. We out here. Heero and I set ourselves a goal this year to raise $10,000 for people other than ourselves. We wanted to give to a charity. So make sure you go down there and hit that run sign up. It'll send you right to the GoFundMe for Altenberg and Sterling, raising money for graduating seniors at TF North High School. That's where Heero and his family went to high school. That's where they matriculated. SAT words again for y'all today. I'm in the mood. But make sure you do that. After that, go down and hit that Amazon link. Go help us take some of Jeff Bezos' money, put it in our own pockets. And then after that, hit that link tree. See where every platform we're on. We're like Visa. Wherever you need to be.
Slow it down and we can catch the vibe. But it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it down and we can catch the vibes.